Inspirational athletes compete at Special Olympics, and Irving helps out.
Let the games begin!
You have those moments where you kind of want to tear up, but I mean, a lot of times they're happy tears.
You know, it realigns my priorities in life, is what it does.
See some of the ways local police and firefighters make a difference at this statewide event.
What's really amazing is how many people are all doing this and taking selfies.
The AT&T Byron Nelson brings big-time golf action and high-profile exposure to the city. We are covering the fun.
I just want to go, but I want to go where there's some water. No phones, can't nobody contact me.
Summertime is vacation time. Find out the new way travelers can get help at DFW Airport. Plus the water warning after recent floods, the local companies making the Fortune 500, and why Dallas County is challenging Grand Prairie and Irving in a competition. This is City Source. The floods are over, but the effects are not. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. Dallas County Health and Human Services is among the agencies letting people know of health risks following the May floods. Microorganisms in standing water can cause gastrointestinal problems and other illnesses. In Irving, you could see warning signs are up at Lake Carolyn. The contamination there has affected some events. The swimming portion of the Play Try Triathlon had to be scrapped, and the Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival is expected to be rescheduled. Gondola rides are suspended. The Dallas County Utility and Reclamation District, better known as DCURD, says the water is being tested every day, and it's tough to predict when the advisory will be lifted because source rivers are receding very slowly. Another lingering concern after the May rain is mosquitoes. In fact, a mosquito caught in a trap placed at a resident's home tested positive for West Nile virus in the city's lab. That trap was near the intersection of North Story and Rock Island roads in South Irving. In addition, crews sprayed several areas of the city because traps caught a high number of mosquitoes. The city will spray an area when a trap has more than 100 female mosquitoes or one test positive for West Nile virus or St. Louis encephalitis. With all this in mind, residents are advised to protect themselves. Several educational presentations are scheduled to mark Irving Fights the Bite Week. For kids, June 22nd, Center Park and Georgia Faro Recreation Centers will host programs. June 24th, it's at Lee Park Rec Center. Then on June 26th, Fights the Bite Week wraps up with the swing through Mustang, Cimarron, and Northwest Park Recreation Centers. The weather also impacted the AT&T Byron Nelson. Flooding rains and a small tornado hit the course in the days leading up to the tournament, so crews at the Four Seasons had to work a lot of extra hours to get the course ready. And the work appears to have paid off. Organizers say about 260,000 people turned out. That's down by only about 10,000 people from last year. We were out on one of the sunny days to see some of what was new and fun. The AT&T Byron Nelson. It's where serious spectators
We got Brett Snedeker's autograph.
hang right alongside those just here for the other attractions. Are you a golf fan?
I want to be one. I'm becoming one.
But all those at the Four Seasons seem to have something in common. They want to share their experiences.
What's really amazing is how many people are all doing this and taking selfies.
The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau is working to capitalize on that.
This is a great time of year for Irving. It's a great time to show off the city.
We have this great social media activation. We're calling it the Big Irving Google Map Pin Drop.
The Bureau is again the tournament's social media sponsor. Fans are encouraged to get a picture here and tweet it out with the hashtag #VisitIrving.
As soon as they do that, they can walk into the pavilion and have a printout made right away with their photo they just took and have a keepsake to take home with them. Strike a pose!
Also, that hashtag will enter them in a drawing for upgraded tickets, and they'll get swag, t-shirts, and hats.
We are Team Jordan Spieth all the way.
Team Jordan Spieth. Yeah, that too.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau wants this campaign to build name recognition for the city.
Well, we want to let people know they are in Irving, Texas.
Lots of great corporations that are either already doing business in Irving or that we'd like to have doing more business in Irving. It's just a great opportunity for the city to show off.
Also working to spread its message is the Momentous Institute, which is the beneficiary of this tournament.
Hello, my name is Pablo Ocampo. Hello, I'm Giselle. I'm a junior reporter at Momentous Institute.
Those students are covering the entire tournament, writing in the media room, and even interviewing the pros.
What is your strategy to staying calm to make any shot?
I think I'm calmer hitting a golf ball than I am standing up here.
I'll let them take over for a bit.
What do you want people to know about Momentous Institute?
Well, I think them getting to see you is a great picture of what we're all about. Momentous Institute was started by the Salesmanship Club in 1920.
Can you tell me about the Salesmanship Club and what they're doing out there?
It's a group of men that give their time and their efforts to put on a golf tournament to raise money to help our charity with Momentous Institute.
And that just by being here at the AT&T Byron Nelson, they're actually allowing us to help kids all year long at the school and at our therapy centers.
AT&T is the tournament's new title sponsor this year.
They've got more than 1,000 employees here in Irving, so that's a great opportunity. Even though they're headquartered in Dallas, they have a huge base of operations here in Irving.
It's a wonderful event. It's in our hometown.
So this is our Aspire device wall.
In the digital clubhouse, we got a look at some of the company's latest technology. Tell me a little bit more about these glasses here.
Well, you're going to have to try them on and check them out for yourself. This is kind of the future of gaming and video recording, complete 3D virtual reality experience.
And the company is making sure all of those social media moments can get through while so many people are using cell phones.
That is a cow, cell site on wheels. These cows are temporary cell sites that we deploy for special events and for disaster recovery efforts to increase capacity and coverage.
And talk about technology, this is something new as well. It's called a golf board.
Yeah, this is a launch party for us here in Texas with Golf Board. We're just debuting it here. It's the first course to offer them.
He says the golf board makes for a faster game because players don't have to wait on everyone in a cart. And it reduces wear on the course.
It really just makes golf fun.
Yeah, not only for golf, do people just want to take them out on the streets and go cruising or what?
Yeah.
So there are plenty of stories to share at the AT&T Byron Nelson, from the golf to charity, new products, and more. The Convention and Visitors Bureau and City just hope people here remember something.
It's the story to tell. Please dateline Irving, Texas.
Not only the Byron Nelson, we have other great things happening year-round we'd like to tell you about. We just want to let them know where they're at and that we're fun and we're having a blast out here.
More now on that social media campaign. The Convention and Visitors Bureau says more than 250,000 people used that Visit Irving hashtag, and it says that was seen by more than 1.2 million people. In addition, the CVB set a record for its biggest monthly increase in followers. Social media is also playing a big role at DFW Airport as it deals with the rush of summer travelers. We were there as the busy vacation season kicked off. From a smooth ride to a sweet treat.
You know, I counted the lines to make sure I had the correct amount of lines in the logo.
Nikki Jackson created this custom cake to celebrate the 10th anniversary of DFW Airport's Skylink train that connects the terminals.
It took a while. We worked on it until about midnight.
Her pastry proficiency combined with exposure gained on a Food Network competition show lead to a lot of business and long hours. So when summer comes,
I just want to go, but I want to go where there's some water. No phones, can't nobody contact me.
no cake orders.
No cake orders.
Getting to that dream destination means she will be joining what is expected to be a record number of travelers this summer at DFW International Airport.
We are forecasting between now and the end of Labor Day weekend to have 18 million customers come through DFW Airport.
Added flights and destinations are some reasons propelling the increase. Among all those travelers, there is bound to be a lot of questions.
So we need to be looking for people in these shirts?
Yes, look for these shirts, our Sunny Service Day shirts.
Travelers can tweet at DFW Airport with the hashtag DFW Summer to get help with travel concerns or just share experiences.
Basically, the idea is someone tweets us with an issue that they're having, whether it be a delayed flight or, where do I find this in the terminal? And so not only can we tweet back and say, hey, this is the information that you need, but we can also go see them.
We've seen so many people, they have some downtime in the airport. They're tweeting us already, and so we want to get out there and show some extra support, go the extra mile.
And there is more to this Sunny Service Days campaign.
We're going to be having fun with our customers, especially on Fridays.
We checked the airport's Twitter feed and found pictures of some Friday giveaways.
We're going to be giving them some surprising moments.
In addition to that social media campaign, the airport is also showcasing what is new. Terminal updates are in progress. There is free Wi-Fi. Crews have added more charging stations for electronics. Also, a lot of new shops and restaurants open throughout the airport.
Oh, and close to your gate so you're not rushing. You can sit down and have time to relax, unwind, because every trip should be a vacation.
We caught up with frequent flyers stopping at one of the new spots, the Belgian Beer Cafe in Terminal B.
Well, I'm always on the run, so I'm grabbing what I can, and DFW is good about having them in the right location.
There's a lot of new stuff happening at DFW and a lot of ways to spend time.
Even though Nikki Jackson is here working this day, she is looking forward to coming back to start some time off, and she wants the relaxation to start before takeoff.
That's very important because when you're on vacation, it's zero drama. Everything must flow perfect.
She's hoping for sunny service on the way to her sunny destination.
I'm looking forward to it.
In other news from the airport, the mayors of Dallas and Fort Worth are just back from Europe, where they led a delegation aimed at finding new business opportunities for passenger and cargo flights. Meetings took place in the United Kingdom and Germany. Irving residents have a chance to weigh in on next year's budget. A hearing is set for 7 p.m. on Thursday, June 18th at City Hall. It's a time to express views on property taxes, water rates, or any other priorities residents may have in mind. Then the next steps are a budget retreat for council members, more public input, and adoption of the budget in mid-September. The next fiscal year begins October 1st. Legislation approving funds to learn more about North Texas earthquakes could become law later this month. $4.5 million would go toward buying new equipment and then studying the data collected with that gear. City of Irving leaders traveled to Austin during the legislative session to push for the additional money. Fortune magazine is out with its latest list of the top 500 companies, and 6 Irving-based companies are on that list. Pioneer Natural Resources is a new addition this year. It joins ExxonMobil, Fluor, Kimberly-Clark, Commercial Metals, and Celanese. In addition to those companies headquartered here, the Chamber of Commerce says 10% of all companies on the list have some presence in Irving. Now to a story sure to provide inspiration. The statewide Special Olympics Summer Games are held each year in Arlington, and Irving police and firefighters have a bigger role than ever before. They are among those working to make a difference in the lives of the athletes. Sometimes victory in a long jump is not best measured in distance.
How did that make you feel to see that?
Oh, so awesome.
For the mother of Viva Selena Marie Lopez, every jump her daughter makes is a win.
When she was born, they told me she wasn't able to walk or nothing. And look at her, she's gotten this far.
Even in the final moments of stretching before competition, Viva is ready with an infectious smile and friendly wave.
We brought her up like that since she was teeny tiny. Pageants, everything.
Proud mom.
Very.
That confidence comes from plenty of family support and participation in Special Olympics.
She likes bowling, but she's in track.
Let the games begin!
About 3,000 athletes from across Texas traveled to UT Arlington for the statewide Special Olympics. Irving police officers are among those greeting the teams at the opening ceremonies.
Really give it up for all of these law enforcement officers here with us tonight.
As the games get underway, the same benefits Viva and her family see
She can do whatever she wants to do.
are similar to what we heard on the track, at the basketball court, on the cycling course, and in the soccer arena.
Huge confidence boost.
It gives them a sense of friendship, spirit.
And for the parents cheering them on,
Go, Michael!
this never gets old.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go, Michael, go!
Michael Burgess not only cycles in Special Olympics, his bike gives him some independence. He rides to his job at a grocery store, a job his mom says helps him feel greater self-worth. The kind he can also get here with a
gold medal. Oh yes, he loves that gold medal. Do you think you want it? Yeah.
That look of love and pride is evident on the faces of all the parents we met.
Can't you tell? We're the loudest ones out here.
Lynette Lanier traveled from Friendswood to watch her son Julian.
I'm his best cheerleader and his worst critic, I guess. We see a lot more that they can do, but they've done really, really great. And these kids hang out together. So, you know, most kids with special needs, it's hard to find that friendship.
The Mensons are here from Baytown. They are the most vocal in the soccer stands, but what they are most proud of is not any of these moments in the game.
More important is to have him have the opportunity to work with other youth, to compete, and to learn how to play and not get angry.
Life lessons.
Life lessons, big life lessons.
This is about human beings. These are about people that most of the world really doesn't see. And so for people with intellectual disabilities, when you really understand that all of us are the same, then you can really get into this.
You know, it realigns my priorities in life is what it does.
Rusty, show me some of the supplies you bring out here.
Well, these are our medical kits.
Assistant Irving Fire Chief Rusty Wilson has led the medical response at Special Olympics, Texas for about a decade.
I jokingly tell the new medics that come out here, if you're out here more than 10 minutes and not counting your blessings, you probably need therapy.
Irving firefighters and volunteers who went through the Citizens Fire Academy are helping out.
You have those moments where you kind of want to tear up, but I mean, a lot of times they're happy tears. They love everything they're doing. They're having so much fun.
Law officers from across the state make a noisy procession across the UTA campus and then run inside the stadium where they are eager to greet the athletes. This is the Law Enforcement Torch Run.
And the torch run is just wonderful. See all those policemen coming out, it brings tears. It really does. It's bringing tears now. So it's just amazing, the support.
The chili cheese tater tot.
By car hopping at Sonic for tips, selling t-shirts and holding high-spirited penny drives at schools, Irving police raised thousands and visited each campus to celebrate.
Drives, all the things that the torch runners do, up to $1.3 million statewide, means that they support us in a way we would never be able to have any other way.
And I'm actually a resident of Irving, so it's really special to me. I'm so proud of my police department in Irving.
This is the second year Irving police have gotten involved, and some in the department have a connection that hits home.
My daughter's a part of Special Olympics, Texas, so this has a lot of meaning to me personally.
And that's it. Let's cheer it on.
Parents here know it takes a lot to make this big event happen.
To do this for the kids is very much appreciated, and we hope that they know that we appreciate their efforts.
Not only their money, it's their time. The number of volunteers that come out, donate their time for these youth is amazing.
But to hear from the police, firefighters, and other volunteers, they are all getting something back.
It's an incredible high like nothing you've ever felt before, because they're out here, they love everything they're doing today.
Life-changing. I mean, if you leave here without a care in the world, because you realize how lucky you are.
Our time that we spent doing everything, you get it tenfold in the faces that you see in these athletes. It makes you realize how blessed we are.
We just are dragging by the time we get through because all the hours we put in out here. But when we leave, we always say, I can't wait till next year.
Parents, too, as enthusiastic as they are, also know that at the end, everyone is like Viva.
You're happy.
And a winner.
I do it for my daughter, for all the Olympians. It's just inspiring to see all of them try their best.
Yeah, really a great story to cover. And the city crews I talked to said they hope to have an even bigger showing next year. Coming up, this event kicks off a battle between Irving and Grand Prairie. But first, what's hot on our websites? It's Web Watch, our most popular and most talked about videos online. And our stories on Special Olympics are always a hit.
It's just a good, friendly rival that we have
every time me and him step onto the court, it's just like a competitive edge.
Our story on the basketball tournament held in Irving this past January is still drawing a lot of new views. And we have some comments to share this time around. In response to the story we brought you earlier on the AT&T Byron Nelson, Amir Khalid-Bari wrote on the Visit Irving Facebook page, "Nice video. Let's keep it in Irving, Las Colinas." I'm sure a lot of people would like that, Amir. And in response to the February groundbreaking for the teen homeless shelter, Helen Peralta wrote on YouTube, "Awesome to see this great partnership. As a Rotarian, I love to see how we can make a difference by being a part of the change and movement." Thanks, Helen, and you'll be interested to know that our July edition of Open Line will focus on that shelter. If you missed any of those stories, find them at ictn.tv. That's also where you can watch us live 24/7. Plus, catch us at youtube.com/The City of Irving. We just passed more than 1.5 million views, and we'd love to add to that count. And of course, we like it when you post a comment because we like to hear what's on your mind. There is a new battle brewing between Irving and Grand Prairie, and organizers are out for blood. However, it's not as bad as it sounds. In fact, the goal is saving lives. Take a look.
Blood donations during the summer go down.
In the summer is so challenging because typically we collect blood from high school students. 30% of our blood comes from high school students. And in the summer, they're off doing their fun summer activities.
So today I am challenging the two largest cities in District 4, which are Grand Prairie and Irving, to help boost our supply with Carter Blood Care this summer. Grand Prairie, Irving, do you accept the challenge?
I certainly, on behalf of Grand Prairie, accept this challenge.
As a personal donor since 1976,
Yay.
I would like to add, if it's the competition you want, you've got it. Grand Prairie, get ready.
I really appreciate the fact that Irving and Grand Prairie, the two biggest cities in District 4, accepted this challenge. I think it's a challenge that is a good opportunity to educate our constituents about the importance of blood donation, how we can save lives together.
With the two communities being places where we have blood donation centers that we want to be busier this summer, we think it's a great idea.
I think it's great because it motivates people. Anytime you have competition, I think people kind of step up.
Go ahead and donate. And, more importantly, do it for the challenge. Dr. Elba Garcia Blood Care Challenge is something that is going to be positive for the community. It's something that is going to educate. It's something that is going to help a good organization have the amount of blood that we need.
Having a name like Dr. Elba Garcia attached to anything that she puts out there, people pay attention. When she talks to her communities, people listen, and we're just hoping that maybe someone who would not listen to a speech about blood might listen to something because it's Elba Garcia.
The challenge begins now. We're going all the way to August 9. The winners are going to be announced on August 11, and we're going to have a celebration hopefully on the 15th for the city that wins.
My message for Irving residents is give blood. It's easy. It's one of the easiest things you can do to help others.
It's about saving lives.
Neat idea there. Carter Blood Care in Irving is located at 7750 North MacArthur Boulevard. That blood drive challenge continues through August 9th. And when you donate, make sure you specify that it's for Irving and the blood drive challenge. Here is a new program that gives residents a chance to discuss their crime concerns or just meet with officers in an informal setting. Coffee with a Cop is set for Saturday, June 27th at McDonald's at the intersection of MacArthur Boulevard and Interstate 635. It runs from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. and hey, the coffee is free. And here is another freebie. This one is for cat lovers. Throughout June, cats 1 year and older have no adoption fee. Kittens are discounted to $50. And we have more from the Animal Care Campus now because it's time for our Pets of the Week.
Hi, I'm Marissa with the Irving Animal Care Campus, City of Irving Animal Shelter. This is Roger, 6-month-old dachshund. He is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. If you'd like to see him, he's right here at the shelter. And our second pet of the week is Heidi. She's a domestic short hair. She's 3 months old and she is available for adoption. If you'd like to come check her out, like I said, she's at the Irving Animal Care Campus. Just feel free to come by and check on her. This is our third pet of the week, Connor. He's a 2-year-old miniature pinscher. He's a brindled color and he is already fixed, so he's more than welcome to go home today with you.
Some cute ones there. Thanks a lot, Marissa. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on the screen. The Wounded Warrior Run raises money for an important cause, and we have coverage on the next City Source. And these are not birdhouses, they are for bats. Meet the person behind this project and learn why he believes it's so important. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more from the Special Olympics Summer Games in Arlington. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.